So here we are on day 2 of the allotment, and the other person has taken everything that he wanted to take, but we've just discovered some stuff. So working our way down, he's left that. We've been joined by Jad today, and she's just discovered, because the other person took the plastic sheeting from here, and she's just discovered this.
No, I don't think I discovered this.
Not that, sorry. She's discovered this. Sorrel.
Do you know what is it? I actually have to try if it's actually sorrel. Yeah, it's definitely sorrel. Sour. I will grow it and make some soup. It's really nice.
So it looks wild.
It's not.
So the reason they put this blue sheeting down is to kill off anything underneath it. There was some holes in it which has allowed this bit here to grow, but it's actually killed all the big stuff because it was like that, green. They put this down, they've left it over summer, and it's ended up like this. If you're only going to use half of your allotment, you're better off covering it, otherwise it'll be knee high, and this is easier to dig once it's been done. So he's taken the tomatoes, they've gone, and he's taken some of the strawberries. In fact, he's left some tomatoes. There's some tomato plants there. So he's taken the strawberries, but he's also left quite a lot of small ones, and somebody's actually given us some small ones. The small ones are the new ones, they're on the runners. So this here is a runner, so it comes off the big plant, and every year they send out runners. And this is a brand new strawberry plant, and as you can probably see, there's a little root sticking off the bottom. So they're brand spanking new, and there's another one on the same runner, look. So they're brand new and can go in the ground, which we're going to do today. We're going to clear this area. Going back to video 1, here's this area. Doesn't look as though any of the birds have taken any of the onions out, but to be honest, I'm not expecting it at the moment. They usually take them out when they start to grow. You get a little white shoot sticking up, and that's what they think is the worms. But it's a really heavy rainfall, actually. So we've been a bit scared of it going away. My bag of potatoes. I've ordered some pots. They were supposed to be here yesterday and they never turned up, but I've ordered some potato growing pots rather than the bags, because the bag keeps folding over and they're not going to grow when it's dark. And that's about all we're going to do today. Jad's already started over there, so come back in an hour or two and see what we've done.
Look what I found. Some weed with really long root. Remember to take it out, because if you leave something like that in the ground, there are new roots and branches ready to grow up. So just remember to take out everything off the ground.
And some of the worst things are nettles. There's more nettles under the ground than there are on top of the ground. The roots just run for miles. So on top of the strawberries that we're going to be doing today, we've bought some other things down. So we've bought some mint.
Mint, yeah. I had this in the pot in the house, but now I will put it into the allotment in the ground, and next year probably it will be that big bush. Plenty of fresh mint. And I found in my back garden some more sorrel, fresh and ready to plant. I'm going to grow this as well for my soup. Steve doesn't like it, so there will be one plant will be enough to grow for my soup next year, just for myself. I really enjoy it. Thank you.
And what else have we got in the bags?
Oh, what else? We have some bulbs. We are going to grow some flowers as well. This is the time of the year we can plant some. We can put some bulbs into the ground, and they will start growing early days of next year, January, February.
So just for reference, we're actually in September at the moment,
Yeah.
mid-September.
Yeah, have some chives I'm going to put to the ground as well. What else I had? I don't remember actually what
We've
I
got
ordered.
asparagus. We've never ever grown asparagus before, and reading the label, we need to be putting it in now. And it also says on the label to not eat it for 2 years. It'll last for 20 years, this plant, but the first 2 years it says don't cut them, otherwise it will weaken the plant.
And
Broad beans can be put in twice a year. So now, or it's actually in a couple of weeks. We're going to do them a little bit earlier, but now is sort of the time to put them in, and then you'll get them early in the year. And then if you then put the next lot in straight after that, you'll get some later on in the year as well. So you get 2 crops out of the old broad beans. And I think that's it for today. So have a look when we've done some digging. We're looking at this asparagus because we're still a little bit unsure ourselves, because we've never, I've dropped it now, we've never done it before, and we've realised that there's only one bulb in here, so I think it might spread. But it also says on it that we need to, it looks dead to me, but we'll see. It says we have to soak it in water for an hour before planting. So that's what we're going to do. And we did notice a bowl here somewhere, which I can't find. So I'm just going to pour some water into this. I'll just go to the tap. So we've just realised on the packet it says best. This is the asparagus. It says best before June 24. So I'm just starting to soak it. I don't think it's going to live. I don't think it's going to grow. However, because we've got nothing else really to grow, we're not fighting for space. We're still going to plant it, because all of allotment work is just trial and error. Let's see if it works. We'll stick it in next year. We'll see if it actually grows. If not, we'll buy some more in the summer. Okay guys, so just going back to the twitch problem, we seem to have it quite prolific here. So as you can see how long the roots are and how hard it can be to get out. Yeah. Most of this that Jad has in her hand was underground, not above the ground.
And I'll show
just
you.
to show you.
Oh, no.
So, there's not a lot on the bit.
Yeah.
Sod's law always happens.
But there is a lot of huge.
You see how long they are? They're all running underneath the ground. If you leave any of that in, it will grow. And it will grow 10 times faster than your plants.
Yeah, all of this has to be removed from the ground because it will be grow.
Preparation is key here. The more you take out now, the less work you have later. And the other problem is doing it later is that once you get little seedlings in and they're coming up and they're about a centimetre big, this stuff will have wrapped around them underground, and then if you try and get it out then, you'll be pulling all your plants out.
That much.
Yeah, so make sure you get it all out as much as you possibly can.
Every time I dig out something, it's a lot of twitch.
Preparation is key.
Yeah.
So what we're doing here is we're just putting the asparagus in. So we've already dug it over, just making a little bit of a square so that we can remember where it is. And then all you've got to do is just make a hole in the ground, put the asparagus in. You can fill it with water, but because it's been soaked, we've just covered it back over. But before we leave, we will of course give it a water. So it's on to the strawberries, and what Jad is doing now is she's just making lines one way and lines the other way, and then the strawberries are going to go basically into the corner bits of the lines. So once the lines are all drawn, what she'll start to do is dig on the corners, on the crossovers where the lines are, and then she can just put in the strawberry plants and obviously cover them over. So once you've dug your holes, get your strawberries, get your watering can, fill the holes with water, give them a good amount of water. It doesn't matter if it looks like it's a little swimming pool in there. Just fill the hole totally with water, put your strawberries in, and then once your strawberries are in, you can cover it back over and then give it another water. So there you go guys, all the strawberries are in, just leave the leaf sticking out the top and give it another water. That's about all we've got time for today. We've not got all those flowers in, we've not got the broad beans in, we've not got the mint in, but join us again and we'll do it on another video.